Hello, Mr. Johnson. Hey, this is David Stafford. I am the owner and qualifying broker at 360 Ventures Real Estate. We were talking by text earlier today about your home on Spain. You'd like a valuation, and I have looked in the MLS, and it doesn't look like that house has ever sold through the local multiple listing service, which is interesting. It's pretty rare to not have a house in the database at some point in its history when it's sold, but apparently that one has not been in there. I checked the date a couple different ways. No 9508 Spain has ever been in there. So that makes it, I have to rely on a couple other databases that as brokers we have access to. One, everybody has access to, and that is Zillow. It says 3-bed, 2-bath, 1667 square feet. They've got it at 398,500. Might be a little bit high, but we've got RPR. This is what the National Association of Realtors put together as their database. That's supposed to be a little more accurate than Zillow, a lot less salesy. This is for agents to use. It's supposed to be more data focused and give us values that we can rely on a little bit more than Zillow, like everyone does. So as brokers, we get access to that as part of our membership dues and stuff. And this one says 367,490, but it does have the same 2-bath, 1667 square feet. I'm going to assume a 3-bedroom. I can see you, Mr. Johnson, Mr. and Mrs. Johnson on the title. And so I'm going to go with 3-bed, 2-bath, 1667 square feet. And when I do that, I am going to look in these areas. So your house is right about here. And Tasco, some of Spain. I've sold a few houses along Spain. And then these are very similar in terms of the builder size, quality, age. All of these are similar. These get much nicer and more expensive as you get up into the Rutledges and Estrellita del Norte. So this Villa del Rey is similar enough, so we included that. But these are all very similar. So what we're looking at is those, and what I did, if you follow my big blue cursor to the left, I took out I am looking only at detached single-family homes, no townhomes or condos. 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 2-car garage between 1,400 and 2,000 square feet. And that's what I get. So this is what I get. I got 12 homes, 11 have closed, and there's only one direct competitor right now. So if you were to list soon, that would be great. There isn't too many direct competitors right now in the area that would be competing, which is always good. So if we've sold about one per month and we have one available, then you only have 1 month supply. So it's still a seller's market in that area. It is changing. The market's notably actively changing and cooling. Our days on market has gone up from the mid-20s to the mid-40s. There's about 15% less traffic through each lockbox, so each showing, or 15% less showings through each house. When you start to have less showings, and this is all driven by more inventory. So let me just show you. When you sign on to the MLS, when I sign on to the MLS, this is the multiple listing system that I get in 5 or 6 times a day. Every licensed broker uses this. Is the source database for every other data aggregator and real estate marketer or advertiser, and that includes Zillow, Realtor, Redfin, Homes.com, Yahoo. Any of those all pull their data and pay to pull the feed from our multiple listing system where we enter the data for any house that we list. So when I take a quick look in here each day, I see how many homes are listed at the moment. And we're at 1,900. We consider about 3,000 listings to be a healthy balanced market between buyer and seller. So we're still a little low, but we came into last year at 1,400 and it went up to about 2,100 just before the holidays. And then it started dipping, which it normally does. And then in March, it starts coming back. So this number should start coming up. So we have more inventory. That number was 7,000 in 2012. That number was in the 600s in 2021. So we do have more inventory, less buyers because of higher interest rates. That means less buyers through each lockbox or each house, which means if there's a smaller pool, there's a little bit less competition for the houses, so they sit longer. So days on market has gone up. Then when they sit longer, they start having more price reduction. So about 47% of these listings have had price reductions, at least one price reduction already. So the market is getting cooler and more normalizing. It's not, the sky isn't falling. Nothing is, I don't think it's crashing. And I was an agent and an investor through 2008. So I've seen it, and this is different, very different conditions. So I would say, let me bump back over to where we were, which is right here. And so here's the 12. I look at the top was 260 a square foot. That was this house. And you can see why it's got quite a bit of updates, and they opened up the floor plan. It's got a new kitchen, flooring, lighting, bathrooms, I think, if I remember correctly. Yep. Pretty much all new. There's not new closet doors. It does have carpet in the bedrooms. That looks a little jiggy because they haven't, done everything to it to smooth it out perfectly. Nice backyard, privacy, big, landscaped, covered patio. It is evaporative cooling, so that's not the perfect house, and they got 270 or 260,000. They got 260 a square foot. They got 375,000. Excuse me. I'm sorry. That would have been a long time ago. 260 a square foot. So Tasco, over by your house, it's much closer. 1,752 square feet, 236 a foot, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 2-car garage. Took 9 days to sell. They were asking $415, and they got $415. So that was $237 a foot, essentially. Now, if it had sold in 1 day and it was over list price, I would say they listed too low and there was a bidding war that might have pushed it up. If it had been on the market for 100 days or so and they had a couple price reductions, then they started too high and they had to reduce too low. But 9 days on the market selling for list price is a very reliable valuation or comp, so that's good. So $237 a foot for something similar size to yours, right around the corner from you. Let's show you where this is. Right here is a really good comp. Let's take a look at the other one right around the corner on Tasco. That one is $211 a square foot, 1,842 square feet, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 2-car garage. Took 69 days to sell. And they were asking $394. They got $390. So another good value, another good comp. And that was at $212. So we've got 237, 212 on that. Let's see what Lucille looks like. Okay, I can see nice curb appeal, manicured yard, nice flooring, looks like some laminate, not super fancy. Tile floors in there. They do have a new kitchen with tile counters, tile backsplash, but it's probably done in the last 10 years, so pretty nice. Bathroom's pretty plain. Again, master plain original. See what kind of yard they have. Nice covered patio, storage, yard, master cool, windows have been replaced, some grow boxes and some trees. That's nice. Okay, so what I want you to do is I'm going to send you a link to all of these so that I'm not going to click through all of them. It would take too long. And I also click through very fast, as you just saw. So let's look at the other one really close here is going to be on Spain, 9,000 Spain. Okay, that's right here. That went for $180 a foot, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 172 days. Now that they might have started too high. 1/4 acre, 2-car garage, 1,891 square feet, and it's probably in rougher condition. Got a pool. Nice big backyard. Actually, I've been in this house. It is in pretty rough condition. I toured this house with some buyers. No cabinet doors, old kitchen. So I'm sure yours is nicer than that. But what you want to do is go up through the list from the most expensive dollar per square foot to the least and see about where you compare. So I'm going to give you some reference points right here by running some summary statistics. And what we can do there is see that the average of those sold houses was a list price of $367. They got a sold price of $363. That's 99% of list price. The average size was 1728 square feet. They asked 214 a foot. They got 212 a foot. It took an average of 24 days. So 212 a foot is what it took, is what average sale price was for comparable homes in that area over the last 12 months. So let's see, there's 12. So between 6 and 7 is going to be your median. 227 to 2. So about 223 was the median. I'd say a very good comp for you would be Noreen. It is actively for sale. It's been up for 26 days. We can go see this if you like. Just let me know if you want to jump in the car and take a look at it. 3 bedroom, 2 bath, 2 car garage, 0.18 acres, 228 a foot. And it's been on the market for a while and it has not sold yet. This is virtual staging, it looks like. Nice big 20-inch tile, nice Kiva style fireplace. They've got some new closet doors, looks like older carpet. The tiles into the kitchen. They painted the cabinets, those are original, but they painted them. Put in some stainless appliances, dropped some new lighting and some blinds on the windows that look new as well. And let's see, they updated the bathroom a bit with vanity, countertop, faucet, mirror, lighting, flooring, things like that. So pretty nice house overall. It's a master bath, pretty plain, covered patio. So there you have that one. I don't know how you compare to that one, but that one right there was at $228 a foot. So what we want to do is since I haven't seen your house, I can't give you an accurate value. I do know you have a new roof, and I do know you put solar on it. I assume the solar is owned and paid off, which is what needs to happen. So what people don't understand about solar, and I've sold a lot of homes with solar over the years, and is a lot of the salespeople will tell you that it adds value to a house. It only adds about 50% of what you paid for it, and that's if you paid it off or you pay it off at closing. If you were asking a buyer to take over payments or take over our lease agreement for solar, it's actually going to hurt the value of your house. So solar is not, it's a better deal if you plan to live there for 25 years. So that said, having a new roof is great. That will help us sell the house. I assume it's a TPO since it's a flat roof. I don't know what updates or upgrades you've done over the years, but we can talk about that and I can give you a better net value. But the bottom line is this. I'm giving you a quick overview, quick look with this video, and I'm going to send you this list of houses that I just went through so that you can click through and see how you're comparing and then decide about where you would list based on dollar per square foot. Compared to these. Now, if you'd like me to come visit your home and do a quick walkthrough, I just need about 15 minutes to take a quick look, introduce myself, and take some notes, and then be more accurate in my evaluation, which I am happy to do, no cost or obligation. I can also give you some tips and tricks on optimizing the presentation of your property so you can maximize the sale price. And I can share with you a little bit more about what's going on in our market. But what I'd like to just tell you is Google David Stafford Albuquerque. It's a very objective way to get a good perspective on who I am and how I do business. You can read my bio and tons of organic reviews spread across the web. For more than a decade, I started this company. I'm the owner and qualifying broker at 360 Ventures Real Estate since January 2004, so over 21 years. And I grew up here. I spent 6 years in the Navy's nuclear energy program, 7 years as a staff member at Sandia National Labs. I have an MBA. I own about 23 properties, small commercial, multifamily, single family, Airbnb, anything and everything. I've also flipped over 120 properties. So I am a seasoned investor, but more importantly, my primary business is focusing on buyers and sellers like you to the tune of over 100 properties sales last year and over 40 million sold last year, about half of which comes from my connection to the Sandia Labs. So I am one of the top brokers, one of the bigger brokers. That's the number 17th highest production in the metro area out of 4,200 agents. So I'm a big agent, and I have quite a bit of experience, and I would love to put my expertise to work for you. Not only that, but that helps me sell for more, but I also charge less. So I can definitely save you some money and put more money in your pocket. So keep that in mind and Google me again, read my reviews. That's important. They're all over. You'll see it. All you got to do is Google David Stafford Albuquerque. Do that for any agent you're thinking about working. Their name in Albuquerque, Joe Blow Albuquerque, David Stafford Albuquerque, and that's a good way to see get their online presence and reputation. So I just wanted to. That was my pitch. So if you're thinking of selling, I'd be honored to work with you and interview for the job, and I'd also be happy to stop by, no cost or obligation, take a quick look, and give you those tips and tricks, and also be more accurate and tight on the value, because I'm going to give you a range today. But my range is going to assume that your house is about average. So that would be similar to Noreen that we just looked at, or maybe Lucille, which is at $226 a foot. Let's see what that one looks like. This one, it's flat roof like yours, kind of some funky colors, but very New Mexico. A little cute little courtyard. Very nice floors throughout, some wood beams, brick fireplace. It's quite a bit of character in this one. So let's see what else we've got here. Nice tile, nice skylights. See what they've done in the kitchen, some recessed lighting. Beautiful kitchen, gorgeous, gorgeous. So I don't know if you compare to this one or on to some of the ones a little lower. This is going to be hard to beat, this one. Yeah, that's going to be a tough one to beat. Okay, so we see why that one went for, $226. So let's just say that you're at, what do we say, 1667 square feet. If you're about at 1667, we're going to go 1667 times 225, and that takes you to 375. So we are close. We're between this and Zillow. So based on everything that I have seen and kind of what I'm guessing, I just don't know how many updates or how nice your home is and what condition it's in. But I can tell you that it's worth somewhere between 350 and 385. And I'd be happy to tighten that number up for you and be a lot more accurate. And of course, when you go to list, you choose what price you'd like to start at, and then I execute the plan and make it happen. So let me know any questions you have. I don't want this video to go any longer. It's almost 18 minutes, and it's just an overview with some data and a chance to introduce myself and be available for questions if you need it. All right. Hopefully this is helpful, and I will send you a link to all of these along with this video, and wish you a good night. Take care. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.